season has officially started. That was actually a couple of days ago. Last night our milk got picked up. I'm not quite sure how much we sent because my app timed out and I can't get back into it at the moment. But good morning everyone and welcome back. I'm over here at the calving mob. You can see it has dwindled in size. There's probably only 40-ish cows. Here's a fresh one. 254. You should have had a heifer, but it looks like a bull. Just thought she might have had a heifer because she's not due for a couple of days. It's a bit of a shame. She's a nice cow. Did you look at the docket this morning and see how much milk we sent?
I think it was 1,213 litres.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I think that'll be more than last year. We have to have a look later on, but I'm sure our first pickup was
a couple of days later.
Yeah, it was. Yep. I think it was today, this time last year, but we probably only sent about 600 or 700 litres.
I couldn't be sure.
No, I'd have to have a look later on, but that's pretty good.
It'll come up on your phone.
I actually made a bit of a mark-up. We put the milk in the vat, which you've just seen, and I forgot to order the tanker, so I rang up and I couldn't get it until 3 days time. So we had to sell that milk. And our neighbours bought it, or not bought it, we gave it to them, and I think, what, you're going to trade them something, maybe?
Yep, some AB platforms, I think they said, so.
Which you can put across the pit, which worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we had to put the next 2 days in, so yeah, learnt my lesson there. I just totally forgot to book it.
Yeah, you've got to let them know a little bit in advance, of course. They've got to organise things, I suppose.
Yeah, you've got to give them 3 days notice. It's always daunting too, the first pickup, because if you're going to get a grade or you're going to get a downgrade for something, it's generally in the first few pickups you get. So fingers crossed, but the results won't be too far away. Just the 4 calves this morning, 2 bulls, 2 heifers, and there were none in the heifer mob, which we've just shifted. So pretty quiet day. There might be a few during the day though. These girls are actually on their last break in this paddock, so they are going to go into here next, but because there's probably only about 40 left maybe. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring the other dry mob up to the cow shed soon, and we're going to draft up all the cows in there that are in calf AI, and we're going to join them up. So then this will go back to about 100 cows, but then it would make the dry mob smaller too. So that's my plans for today, get that done. There's actually a pretty good example of that cow's calf. See how it's real sunken through here, and then this cow hasn't, and it's quite, it's more round. You can sort of tell from the back they get a little bit skinnier too. So draft her out. That is that 254. How many have you got out? Oh yeah, 2. We'll find 2 more. I know which ones they are. Oh yeah. Cut it out. That way. Here's the last one right here. She doesn't look too sunken, but she had her calf last night.
Well, is that enough?
Yep. There should be 60 in the dry mob that'll come over here. So where do you want to put them? In this corner? Put them on that corner?
No, I was going to put them down on that corner.
Down here?
Yep. Well, that's what I was going to do.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll run a fence from here down to the corner there.
No, well, I'll do that, and then I'll run one here down to the corner. Down so they can get into it.
Yes, but we'll power the hedge one up from here over to the corner there. So then all we have to do is just swimming and split the middle. We don't have to run fences along the hedge.
Alright.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. 34 plus 60. What's that, 90, 95-ish in the new mob tomorrow. Fence is all set up, Dad, run one through the middle. Just got to split the end there and then that's all done. Should say too that these cows over here, the 40 that's left, they will, well, their due dates are everything up to the 29th, so they should all calve in the next 5 days, but say 10 days. If they're 5 days overdue, they should all be calved in the next 10 days. One of them hasn't calved. I think it's that girl there. Dad thought she was calving, so we'll take her back. Look how thick and lush this annual is. This will be the third grazing since I've taken the maize off. Come and have a little look and see if this break's big enough for 60 cows, those 60 dry cows. Might be a little bit small, but what I can do is just put them in here for now, and then if they need a bit more, I can just pull this fence down this afternoon. Now that's sweet, and Dad's all fenced it here too. Thankfully, I'll just run along the hedge here into here. Bingo, done. I need to come down later and try and unblock this. This water shouldn't be sitting in there. There is a pipe over here. You can see it sticking out of the grass there, which is stuck down the culvert there, and it actually comes out over here into the waterway. There's a little bit of water coming out of there, but it just must be clogged. Yeah, it's pretty deep, and we haven't had rain for a few days, so it's going out very slowly. Come on! Come on, you. Wondering whether that cow's calving at the moment, actually. I'm going to try and get its number and have a little look, see when it's due, but can't find it. But these girls will be right. They're going to stand here for half an hour. I'm going to go and have a coffee. Dad's having breakfast, recharging the batteries. Thought I'd have a little bit of a look. So we're actually one pickup ahead of last season. So we sent 610 litres over the 2 days, or each day, for this pickup, whereas last season our first one was 670. So we're about on par, but I think our next one will be bigger, so we'll be a little bit ahead. Only by a slight bit, but yeah, it's tracking alright, I think. I think it's looking good so far. What I can do though is go through last year's calving book and just see how many cows had calved and see if there's any difference between this year and last. Alright, the years in the front just so I know, and then keep these, but we are on the 25th at the moment, and it looks like we were milking about 95 because 100 would be at the bottom. Whereas compared to this year, and we might get a couple more today, which would bring us up to, I think 130 would be about here. So we're only sort of 5 off. Call it 125. So we're milking 30 more. We've had 30 more cows calve compared to last year, which is good. We want them calving early because it means they get in calf again, or they've got more of a chance of getting in calf. So that's awesome. Should flow through to milk too, I think. I still need milk for calves and whatnot, but yeah, we should start sending more milk than last year, which is a good start. How did you get in there? I thought I'd open this pen because then if they did push that gate open, they can't get back down the race. I guess I should just look at you look early. Springing up. Here's my trusty bit of paper. 163. No, you're late. You're early. You're early. 174. You're late. What I'm going to do is put all the lates background onto the yard, and the earlies are just going to go down here and wait in the race. Dad's actually there, but he's gone and set up a fence. He's gone and put that fence up over there so they can go straight there. Usually I have my camera on a tripod, but I broke it. It fell off the bench and snapped the little plastic bit that these GoPros clip into. It's like a $2 bit, but I've got to wait for it to turn up, so I'm holding the camera with my hand, and it's a little bit more tricky than usual. all done. Earlies, just off to their paddock now. Dad's gonna take them over. Hopefully he's gonna count them at some point. But he's gonna count them through that gate, but clearly no. Should be the last draft as well. I'm not going to draft these mobs up again. The only thing we do have to do is split the milking herd once we get to about 220 cows, because we can't fit them all on the cow shed yard. That won't be for probably a few weeks, maybe. 57, okay, sweet as. Close enough to 60. The lead's almost at the other cows over there now. So it should be pretty safe to let these go. He was gonna set the gate for them. Might just count them out of here too. 2. Like a hernia, that thing. Huh. Under its stomach there's like a ball there in front of the udder. Random. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 24. There's not going to be 60 in here. Jeepers. 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 49. I was a few off. I thought they'd sort of be split 60 and 60, but that is good. Smaller mobs better. Nice. So these cows, all these cows here, aren't in calf to AI, which is pretty good. Like 49 out of 240, is it? No, 230. What I was actually planning to do this year, I really want to shuttle these paddocks up. These are the maize paddocks, but strip spray them, shut them up, and then I was sort of planning to make pit silage. Because I'm not growing chicory anymore, I need a sort of another summer feed, and pit silage is a bit cheaper than bales. Plus I'd like to deck it before we go in with the direct drill for the maize. I just think it might do a better job, less like places for the slugs to hide. So that is what I'm tending towards I'm going to do this year, but things can change. Happy cows, there'll be sweet as in here now. 10 less than I thought there's going to be. Couple of new calves. We've got one here that looks like a bull, I reckon. Yes, it is. Got a bull there, and then there is an Angus calf over here. Just been born by the look of it. Is that another bull? No, that might be a heifer. Oh no, it is a bull. Well, that's a couple less for the calving mob, and probably pretty close to 130 now, which means only 20 cows off halfway. Should get there in the next couple of days, hopefully. I'm going to keep that bull though, that Angus one. I'm going to keep 3 of them, send them over to my in-laws, and it should be pretty tasty meat, Jersey Angus. So pretty interested to try one. Little fella's having a drink, which is good. I've actually bought some Charolais straws for next season, and when they go over Jersey they come out quite red, like a real orangey red auburn colour, so they should be quite good, and they're supposed to carve down pretty easy too. Apart from the first 2 Angus that came out, which I just sort of, yeah, the cows had trouble, they've all been fine since, and I've probably had half a dozen since those other 2. There we go, look, that cow's calving there too, number 300 I think. I might leave her here. I don't want to take her back to the shed. She'll be better off here. I was really hoped she was going to calve fairly soon, but it doesn't really look like it. She hasn't sprung up heck of a lot. She's actually due tomorrow, so the probability of her having a bull calf is is what I'd say is fairly high now. But you never know. Could be a heifer. Hopefully it's a heifer. I doubt it though. Come on in, there you go. This girl hasn't calved since we brought her over this morning, so we'll put her up and have a little look. Give her a helping hand maybe. Needed a little bit of a helping hand. Right, here it comes. I'm gonna catch it. Get the gunk out. There we go, that's what we like to see. She's sweet as. It wasn't a real hard pull. She might have done it by herself, but I didn't really want to leave her overnight, so gave a bit of a helping hand. What an absolutely beautiful evening though. Nice blue sky up there. Makes it so much better when the weather's good. Just makes it a lot easier too. Kids are down here helping feed the calves tonight.
Yay!
Are they all drinking?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But
Oh, that's all right. However, that will pretty much wrap this video up. So thanks for watching, like always. And apart from that, see you next time.
give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up.